2, 1. Hello everyone and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Koku is here with Rosh and Saku, and we are continuing Ace Attorney investigations.
Hello.
Hello.
If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Mr. Kochan had betrayed you. But you had your own reason too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him. Evil begets evil. And because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this mess.
I don't believe this. You have a bad pin shot for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. And if you're not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument.
I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward. I'm not Phoenix.
Yikes.
It has been proven that the note was written by Mr. Kochan's hand. Shall we take a look at it? The content of the note is a request calling for the theft of the Alaba Primaduck statue. By killing him and pushing all of the guilt for the smuggling onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You had more than a few reasons to kill him.
Are you finished with your hypothesizing?
Excuse me.
Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive or a thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right?
Motives don't kill people, rappers do. I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle will begin. I'm sure I've said that before several times.
Well then, if you will excuse me.
Not so fast. Wait, what?
I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question.
Ah!
Ambassador Alba, if you could please give us just a little bit more of your time.
It doesn't matter what kind of man Manny was, he was my subordinate. Which is why I would like for us to figure out the real cause of his death. That is something for Babel to figure out, and something I have that is something for Babel to figure out, and something to which I have no relation to.
Now he's even turning down a request from Ambassador Paliano.
I'm very sorry, but it seems that now even my voice falls on deaf ears.
There's no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Paleno.
We must find some way. What? My words? We must find some way to stop him from leaving. Someone do a barrel roll into him.
It seems there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home.
I have objections. I already said objection.
Who could this be?
Hold it right there, Ambassador Alba.
K.
Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Yatsugarasu's legacy will live on through me.
Yes, but how do you suggest we stop him from leaving?
Punch him in the face.
Great. Do it.
You just leave that to me. Ambassador Alba, do you recognize this?
No, and why should I recognize that tattered old organizer? Not that bad.
Wait, where have I seen that before?
That is a clue my father, Byrne Faraday, left for us.
Did you say burn Faraday.
Mr. Faraday's organizer? Don't tell me this is the one from the second KG-8 incident.
The one in which he wrote about the Atagrasu's key.
Yes, this organizer belonged to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu kill 7 years ago.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You say that like it was related to me.
Inside this organizer, he wrote up every detail of every evil thing you did.
What an amusing little girl you are, but that sort of trickery won't work on me.
If you don't believe me, then take a look at this.
And what is that toy there?
It's a gun. Bang!
Could you imagine? That's...
Thank you, Wind. This thievery device was used by the Yatagarasu, or rather,
It's
by my
Edgeworth's
father.
finger flapping it.
Yes.
Yes. That's what he's doing, making drama.
7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into this embassy.
What?
These 2 pieces of evidence that hold information the Yatagarasu dug up on you. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it all to Alabast, right behind you.
Little girl, get to the point.
I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. If you win, then I'll hand over these 2 pieces of evidence.
Yatagarasu! Ever the thorn in my side.
Okay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings?
Nope.
It's nothing case-breaking, really.
Then it was just a bluff.
Even if it was, we still can't let all the info my father and Uncle Bad found go to waste. Plus, just the existence of Little Thief is troublesome enough for him. Those two pieces, aren't they keepsakes of your father? It's okay. I believe in Mr. Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end.
At least somebody thinks that. Okay.
When the going gets tough, someone's gotta be there to put the wind back in your sails. Just like you
She's
did
a
for
little
me.
Confused. Thought I said it.
After all this time, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature.
And then whip you right across the chest.
I refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us further testimony.
How dare you all, barring a person like me?
Ambassador Alba, your testimony, if you please.
God, his neck is like almost the same color as the door, and it really looks like his head was just really like sticking onto nothing.
I keep staring at his neck too.
Yeah, it's really distracting.
Alright, but this is the absolute last. Then even if you use all the power of Ambassador Paleno's office, you won't stop me.
I can't let this opportunity Kay has created for me go to waste.
The last time I met with Mr. Kuchin was here at the Theatrum Neutralis. After that, I was in Alabas the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Kuchin again after that. So you see, there is no time span in which I could have killed him. Wouldn't you all agree?
Wouldn't you agree? Sorry.
No. Since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to question me.
What an arrogant old man.
Most of them are.
Yes, but no matter. We can't allow this chance to escape us.
Sorry, I was taking a sip of tea.
I will warn you, though, you've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions, and you will be punished.
I ain't scared of you. So, any needless pressing or presenting will cost more to our case.
The dreaded one.
In that case, the only thing you can do is present the correct evidence. Understood, Coco? No pressing every sentence like you always do.
I mean, no pressure, but yeah, of course. I don't intend to let him intimidate me. Only
Oh,
you can do
Coco,
that.
please. Coco, please, don't press. Please, I'm begging you. I have like 4 HP.
I know Mr. Cutchin was killed before he returned to Babel. In which case, there's only one statement to which I need to present the evidence.
The last time I met with Mr. Cochin was here in the Teatrum
Maybe.
Neutralis.
Maybe.
I'm not gonna tell you no.
I give you a present, Mr. Alba. It's a cookie or a picture. I was going to give you a cookie, but I thought you'd like this better. I'd like you to take a look at this picture.
Look at this graph!
Sorry.
It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? I was able to commemorate the restoration of relations between our nations.
I mean, Paliano looks good, but you don't really look good. Yeah.
I mean, he
Oh,
looks a
thank
little.
you.
You're welcome, bro. We are solid now. Oh, it's commemorative, alright. One that captures the proof I need to show that it was you who committed the murder.
Come again.
This is the knife that killed Mr. Kochan. I see you recognize it, as well as you should, for it was you who brought it to this theater. You hid it among the flowers you were to give to the Steel Samurai. Meaning that you killed Manny Kochan here, at the theater.
It's time for me to catch my flight.
We're not through yet.
It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I thank you for the entertainment. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will still be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again.
That's right. This man is an ambassador, and he has extraterrestrial rights.
Coco, put a stock theremin sound over that.
No matter how hard we chase after him, we won't be able to have him tried in court. He'll go back to his own planet, and then we'll all be screwed.
Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. The face of a worthless cur.
No!
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell.
Oh, look at Paliero. He's like into it.
I'm just having a nice time.
I'm so glad to have friends.
Aww.
The courts. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man?
Please let it be the judge.
Is this really the end?
Oh.
Baby, you're here! Agent Lang.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor.
I love doing Lang's voice, I'm sorry. It really messes my throat up, but it's so fun.
Yeah,
Get-
it's like, worth the pain.
Get out of my way. My plane is scheduled to take off soon.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Alba.
I'm through playing games with you people. You can't touch me. If you do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang.
Sorry, but no, it wouldn't.
What?
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down here until I got back.
Hmm.
So, Mr. Alba, your diplomatic immunity has just been revoked.
Whoa.
What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through.
Like she says, before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first.
Interpol headquarters in the Imperial House.
Sorry, jeez. I didn't take a deep enough breath.
Interpol headquarters in the Imperial household of the Kingdom of Alabas.
Yeah.
Took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it.
The Imperial household? You! What have you done?
You have been relieved of your duties as ambassador, Mr. Alba.
Ha! Burn.
Wha-
Whoa.
Wha-
What?
Effective today, effective right now.
Oh, please be in my band.
And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotaped effect for this.
The video the Yatsugarasu protected?
You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador. In that case, I thought I'd strip you of that title. You underestimated me, a descendant of the founder of detainment philosophy, Lang Shi. 4,000 years of deeply entrenched connections and networks around the world
Nice.
have really paid off.
I'm all old and pissed off. This can't be. I don't believe this. My ambassadorship has been revoked.
Looks like you're finally coming to grips with your new standing.
Woo-hoo! Looks like he's turned docile again.
He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield.
What a shame. I had so wanted to use my whip on him. Oh wait, I can now.
What's happening to me? I'm just a hard-working, honest ambassador.
Ex-ambassador.
Oh!
Do you really think you could still pull that on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and seen you for who you really are, Mr. Alba.
Oh man, it's the final boss! He's powering up!
No! I won't be stopped now!
Who turned out all the lights?
He's still going.
He still intends to fight us. This is his final form.
So what if I am no longer ambassador? You still don't have any evidence on me! Fact remains that you cannot arrest me.
I'd expected no less from you, the boss of the smuggling ring. Well, the rest is up to you, Mr. Prosecutor.
Understood.
You do that thing. You have a picture
you
that
get
makes
there.
your head hurt.
Good job. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Gonna have one of those.
You say that I killed Mr. Kuchin in the theater. With the knife. But even if it's true that there was a knife in my bouquet, I left that bouquet in the theater. So anyone could have taken it out from there and used it, right? Besides, the claim that he was killed here itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Babel? Are you claiming that I carried his body all the way over there? Preposterous.
I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not.
It's in this game. Of course it is.
Ex-Ambassador Alba,
Oh,
are you
Edgeworth,
ready?
you little bitch. I like to imagine lying in Franziska, like, high-fived over that.
Yes.
Because this is no game. This is war.
I killed Mr. Kochin in the theater using that knife that was stuck in my bouquet.
Just make that a full stop instead of a question mark and we'll be fine.
I left that bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken a knife from there. Besides, Mr. Kochin's body was discovered in Babel, right? There's no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Babel. Look, don't you think you've had enough fun with me?
I think you've had enough fun with yourself.
You've already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Would you have me surrender too?
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
You have no plans to ever return to this country, isn't that right? Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you?
As if I care.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, put this guy out of the embassy, and we can finally end everything.
I know, and I will give it my all to see that he leaves in Without the title of ambassador, he is just another witness.
Yes, just another witness.
She's getting ready.
All right, what are we waiting for? Let's get this guy.
He's gonna get whipped and uppercutted and then bitten and then, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I
Boom,
might want to
flop.
switch places.
And get him good.
I wonder
Now,
if they
okay, I
understand.
understand you want to learn how to be a dom, but you're a little young yet. So we're gonna have to ask you to leave the club and come back when you're old enough. That's only responsible. Am I right, sis?
Absolutely right.
It's safe, sane, and consensual, and unfortunately, you can't consent yet.
Ezra's in his own little world while this conversation's happening, just like thinking about the weed menu music or something. Dun 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 dun.
And Hobo
like,
Phoenix
with really
waddling around
awkward-
to it.
Yeah. And then it's like the same one, but with awkwardly long pauses, and it's just Gumshoe looking at him.
I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony.
Oh man.
I killed Mr. Kuchin in this theater using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet.
Yes, you did. Good job admitting it. That's right, as I explained earlier. The commemorative photo that shows you had the knife on your personage.
You have no proof that the bouquet was prepared by me, isn't that right?
Excuse me.
The fact that there was a knife in the bouquet was something I wasn't aware of.
What a pathetic excuse. The weapon that was used is one of your national treasures. It isn't exactly something anyone other than you could touch, let alone take.
I allowed some of my trusted subordinates to handle them. It could have been my secretary.
You were an even bigger slime ball than I thought.
Next, he's going to be bringing Mike into this.
Not Mike! I love
no.
that guy!
Exactly. And you would push the guilt of Mr. Kochen's murder onto one of your subordinates, or even Mike?
In any case, the fact that a knife was in the bouquet means nothing.
I was right when I said this guy was pure evil.
I left that bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken the knife from there. Why? Nick could have taken the knife from there.
Bitch, you didn't. You shut your mouth. You still wish to deny your actions?
Yes, obviously.
Well, stop it.
Could you imagine if that was the actual?
Well, stop it.
Just like Edgeworth and a slightly chagrined, like, well, stop it.
And you still wish to deny reality and accuse me of murder?
What? I am not in denial.
He's really not.
Ugh, even though he's not an ambassador anymore, he's still got a real bad attitude. I believe it's because he is no longer ambassador that he can let himself speak freely. Well, if he's not holding anything back, then neither should I.
Wait, for the sake of the case, please refrain from what I think you're about to do.
No, let her, Edgeworth.
Ladies. Please don't kill him yet.
And then, like, in the background, it's Lang, like, conducting all of these guys, going, get him, get him, get him.
Ah, quite the pair of frightening women you are, but I digress. Besides, Mr. Kochen's body was discovered in Babel, right?
Even if it was found in Babel, he was killed somewhere else.
Stop bluffing because you can't prove what you're claiming. If this were a court-martial in my country, you would already have been removed from the room.
Are you taunting us on purpose? Because I'd be happy to show you my claws.
Form an orderly queue for beating on our Master Alba, please. Hold on, Agent Lang. Allow me to fight him my way, with evidence.
That's kind of hot. I was just joking. I'm not so evilly ruffled. I'm not so easily ruffled by the likes of him.
Too bad. Though I'm no longer an ambassador, it still could have been an international incident.
If you have the will to threaten us with that mouth of yours, then perhaps you can use it in return. And return to the testimony. I was really distracted then.
Ooh, what else that mouth do? Complain! Get back to the point. Very well, but to be fair, you should watch what you say as well.
I'm trying, but I'm reading from a script here, and it's very difficult.
There was no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Babel.
Is that really so? Everybody knows what you did. You could have easily blackmailed your subordinates to be quiet and then moved the body.
That's quite an insult to me and my subordinates, and I'm afraid we can't have that. It's very difficult to enter my embassy, as the guards always conduct a thorough check.
Ah, the guards. They're very important, especially
If
one of them.
Apart from that Mike fellow, I was thinking about firing him. If someone
Girls,
so
get
much
him.
as... If someone so much as makes an unnatural movement, it would arouse their suspicions.
Come to think of it, there wasn't anything unnatural about him in the footage.
I have to pretend I haven't figured it out yet. Wait. Let me think about that for a second. Mr. Alba said the guard would become suspicious if someone acted unnaturally. Of course he would, he's so good at his job. But then, by the same token, the guard would not become suspicious if someone were to act naturally. Yeah. So logical. If we retrace Mr. Alba's movements, we should find solving this case.
Well, right after the Steel Samurai stage show, he went back to Alabast, right?
There, he started preparing for a speech in the Alabastian embassy.
It does sound like it wasn't possible for him to have gone to the Babylonis embassy.
He couldn't have gone to Babel, but the body didn't remain at the theatre either. Is it possible the body was temporarily taken to a different location first?
I killed Mr. Koshin in his theater, Mr. Babel. There's no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Babel.
Fish cart
What about this adorable little contraption?
With the unnatural bulge.
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you folks for joining us, and see you next time.
bye bye.
See you next time.